Ministry. Thank you for inviting me to be once again part of this important memorial occasion. Thank you very much, Mr. Kimu, Rimu Brother and your team. I really sincerely appreciate it. Vice Chancellor, thank you for your continued leadership. Chancellor, your Senate, thank you very much for your continued stewardship over this important university. I want to acknowledge Commander Colorado and the members of the Papua New Guinea Defense Force. Thank you for bringing your presence to the campus, to assist our students, to all faculty members, all the scholarly staff, to the student body. Thank you once again for being here and to stay around for us to have this memorial occasion for the greatest Papua New Guinean ever lived, the great friendship, Sir Michael Somare. Mr. Sir Michael Somare, like me, I'm happy also to be here back again because 30 years ago, since I last was here almost permanently. I was here from 1990 to 1994. June of 1994, so I'm back here in my own school ground. I did my undergraduate here. Professor Pillai was here in supervised me for my postgraduate. I look forward to coming here and do another paper here. I will not do this in the future, but I'm happy to be back here to be with each and every one of you, especially all of you students of UPNG. I know from media that are here today, thank you for your presence. This program that should not tell us of the past, more importantly, motivate us so that we can secure and construct the future of this country today. The Somare generation, if you have checked with some of my releases in the last 24 hours, Somare generation constructed the modern Papua New Guinea we have today. And today, I take great responsibility and hopefully my time in office and hopefully our collective time together today as Papua New Guineans will not erode the fabric that anchors are coming together, but rather and solidify, and together you and me can pass on a better country to our children and the generation that is at present, our students, and our children that come into the future. I want to acknowledge that we have many issues in our country. If you want me to go through the past, just give me 2 or 3 minutes and I'll run down the last 49 years we have been independent. 1975 was independence, September 16th. August 15th, 1975, the Constituent Assembly then passed or accepted our national constitution. December 1st, 1973, self-government. If you look at Somare's own life, 1968, he was elected into the second House of Assembly. Since then, there is only one person, iconic figure in the construct of our country. We can only say it was Sir Michael Somare passed. That is passing a moment that united our country. The day he passed, and the week or two thereafter until he became divided. And so today it is fair, fitting, and proper for the country come together in unison of the iconic figure in our country. If Abraham Lincoln is to the United States as one of the founding fathers, if Nelson Mandela is to the South Africans as the liberator of the apartheid segregation, if Mahatma Gandhi is to the Indians a great anchor of modern India and the movement for freedom from the past, many nations have the iconic figure. For us, Papua New Guinea, David Marape comes nowhere close to great Chief Sir Michael Somare. Into the future, history would have eliminated by a trace in this country, but history will continue to amplify the role great gratitude Sir Michael Somare has made to our country. Why don't you children of Papua New Guinea join me today? Let's stand up in a 30-second or so of silence and just say thank you in your own words. Thank you to the great man he was. Please let me stand up and catch up. Let's stand in solemn reflection and say thank you to Somare. Also, in the same breath and thought, say thank you to his generations and the movement before us who have constructed what we are living in today. Thank you very much. You now find your place to sit again and stand as you follow the conclusion of my speech. After really see your problem, then really care about speak. We have had generation of Papua New Guineans with emails right after our independence will tell you of the man he was, the great leader he was. Characters like consensus-based leadership, characters like caring, sharing, forgiveness, tolerance, humility, togetherness, unity, diversity, one people, one nation, one country, one ethos, ethics that shaped the great son of Murik, who became the son of Papua New Guinea and Indonesia. And today, as we call upon and reflect on the man, lest we forget where he came from. In 1975, our GDP was under 5 billion dinar. Our population was over 3 million people. We are a nation bigger than Japan, bigger than New Zealand, bigger than UK, to give you some context to the size of our geography. Our landmass of 462,840 square kilometers of land is bigger than Japan, bigger than New Zealand, the islands of Japan, islands of New Zealand, the islands of United Kingdom. Big island nation, diverse people that spoke over 800 languages, the most linguistically diverse nation on the face of the earth. Yet God used the son from the Murik Lakes to become the father of Papua New Guinea, anchoring our diverse nation into one unity we call unity today. That, in my view, was the greatest feat of the man who befittingly called the father of Africa. But like every good leaders that come before him, on the face of planet Earth, for us, he came earlier than all of us, and he has to live earlier than all of us. That is life. We live in simple planet Earth. Come and they go. But we must never forget the ideals we stood for. Just because we never tore down the Australian flag, but lowered it gracefully, must not give present generation the sense of complacency that I see today, that has permeated the length and breadth of our country, including our public service, and those of us in elected office. Complacency in society, especially complacency to the maintenance of the rule of law in Ireland. I want to speak on the third anniversary of his passing. Somare would be turning in his grave to see his children fighting, restless, lawless, disrespectful to society, country, and inside. When he won our country into independence in 1975, I remember up in the mountains there was only 1 or 2 policemen. I was addressing the Australian Parliament not too long ago. There were a couple of kiosks up there in the public gallery. One of them was Mr. and Mrs. Hon. There were only 21. They were in a remote place called Como, putting lowering the Australian flag. And on the 15th of September 1975, 16th of September, they were hoisting our red flag on 5 stars on the first side. In Como, that time, 1 policeman. The expat family that lived peacefully the children of one, common, very light and common. Today, 49 years on, fertility of our nation is totally evident, and it calls for the construct of unity again for all of us. I want to speak to the University of Papua New Guinea, for I was a student myself here 10 years ago. When I was roaming this auditorium or this public forum 10 years ago, little did I knew I would be the Prime Minister of our country. Never knew, I had no faint idea I would be Prime Minister of our country. I was just living my life as any student would live, completed my studies, went out, tried my job, lived my life, decided to contribute to the cause of politics. I contested. By the way, the great chief endorsed me. His one party came to Tara and campaigned for me in 2007. I came into office in 2007, 2008. He appointed me to his cabinet, everything. 2019, when I resigned from the only government, he came looking for me and said, "Son, I'm proud of you." Spent 2 hours with me in my Laguna camp. He brought Sepulturus, Serapi, some of the three fathers of Papua. We said that he spent some time with me. 10 days before he passed, he called me to his house in Morocco. He announced to me that he was sick himself in the presence of his 4 older children. He told me, "Mr. Prime Minister, I am sick now." I asked him, "Sir, can I organize a medevac for you to go to be attended to by a doctor?" And he said, "Prime Minister, I have lived my life. The country is in care of you now and your generation. I will not be medevac elsewhere. I will stay here until the good Lord calls me home." This is not something that someone else had and I passed to you. I witnessed the final conversation I had with him 10 days before he passed. I had it recorded in my phone. For privacy, I keep it to myself. I go through the last conversation I asked him, "Can I record it?" And he said, "You record it." I had a little bit of recording of his conversation with me 10 days before he passed. He told me doctor's promises. But the thing about that, what he told me, I asked him, "I want to give you a medevac so that you can live long and live more." And he said, "I have lived my life. I want to stay here until I am called to rest. One country, I don't want to lose life out here." That was one of my saddest moments of experience. The greatest thing I ever lived in front of the country speaking to me, I felt totally worthless to be sick, but finally learned from him what I was given. Finally learned the final this. 10 days later, I received the news that he had passed. Somare will not live on forever and ever. People like me, James Marape, will not live on forever and ever. All of us will not live on forever and ever. As we live life today in Papua New Guinea, as we think about his construct of UPNG, and we come to give respect to him. He's gone. One day two I will go, one day two all of us will go. But wherever we are placed in our country today, men, women, boys, girls, child of Papua New Guinea, under one flag, under one constitution, under one national anthem, one people, one nation, one country. The call of duty requires all of us. First thing and foremost, respect. Everything else is secondary. Today I speak to you again in Mass. On the second anniversary of his passing, I spoke on the same issues if you go over my stage. Today I speak to you again. Respect the country that he built, and let's respect the laws of this country. Before independence in 1975, September 16, it was 15 August 1975 that our Constitution was ratified. The Constitution that anchors the fundamental foundations of the nation must be respected at all times. And includes, if you break the Constitution apart, it means simply respect to each other. Respect to each other. leaving aside your place of origin, leaving aside your belief system, leaving aside your points of differences, leaving aside your orientations of life, finding common ground in the value of being Papua New Guineans. UPNG first, everything else second and last. That was Somare. Somare never put Murik first, Somare never put Civic first, Somare never put Mangu first or LA first. Somare put UPNG first. Every one of us today, as I speak in conclusion, this moment as we come to reflect on the greatest Papua New Guineans ever living or will ever live into the future. And this great grand chief of our country, who is acknowledged as chief of Melanesia and Pacific, I want to ask all of us here, tuning in, don't worry about the crowd. Don't worry about someone else who is not hearing me right now. But you, as you hear this, ask your heart, ponder in your mind, are you going to be a respecter of Papua New Guinea, respect this moment? Starts with you and me, not someone else. As you go to the mass, allow girls to go ahead of you, allow someone else to go ahead of you. As you in university, as major students, if you have your wines or beer, give respect to the next person who wants to study. The girls who want to pass through. It starts small, but it grows in a big way. As examples are not bad following. I just have to give you 1, 2, 6 that lead me to where I am today. I was never an A-class student, because of my academic pursuits here. But one thing I had in my life was respect of others who I needed. I was a typical Tali man that came into University of Papua New Guinea, but I left out as a modern Papua New Guinea. You know why? At the highlands of Papua New Guinea, I came in here as someone from Tali and Rosa. I was schooled in high school in Rosa, Bifa. When I arrived here, I saw the colonies, I saw the Williams, I saw all the people, the Papa Grounds to master's technologies, I saw all parts of PNG district, Omasa, Indian Papua, Western Highlands. When I was at this university, I was never Tari member of the Papua New Guinea. I don't associate myself with the Taris. Yes, I meet with them, but I associate myself with Papua New Guinea in this university. Today, 30 years on, my network of Papua New Guineans has paid up to me in a big way in my politics and my work area. I have friends from all parts of the country I never met when I was here in the years. Construction of this school was meant to cultivate and breed the next generation of Papua New Guinea leaders in the employment in the private sector, in public service, and in politics, and in business, so that we save the future of this country. I want to ask each and every one of you, especially students here, just as certain as I came back, I'm coming back to university even when after I am gone, you will still come back to this school. What is the memory you're constructing here? Are you building your tribal members here, or are you building your Papua New Guinea memory? Somare constructed a country, he never constructed his life. As we live this moment of reflection, I want to appeal to each and every one of us in the consciousness. That's where to build a better world. I give it my fullest commitment. We know unemployment is high. We created part of this SME. We know many kids have been left out of school system, and we're trying the best to bring them back into second chance education system and other forms of learning. You know, law and order is so huge out there. We're working to ramp up and focus on law and order in the next 5 years, so we do better than where we are currently living in today, in the environment and present, and all the challenges that face us. And these challenges can be better mitigated, removed, or eliminated if each and every one of us live lawfully in the country. Greater resources we channel to maintaining law and order can be eliminated if every one of us live lawfully in our country. Somare called for lawful living in our country. I witnessed one moment One of the darkest moments in our nation's history was in 2011, when the Constitution was almost trampled upon, and his government was stolen. I was with him through and through, right through. We tried defending his government. Some of us wanted to fight our way through, but he called us into cabinet, his cabinet, and he said, don't fight, let it go, let the government go to the other side. If they want government, let them have it. He called us not to fight and break the law of family. That was the man he was, through and keeping the laws of our country. I just want to ask all of you today as we come together to truly respect Somare, truly love Somare, truly build Somare. Somare may have gone, but the country, him and his generation better, lives in our care. I promise to you that I will try my absolute best in the life that is left with me beyond his face. But my honest best and absolute best is not effective if my country does not respect the law. My country respects the rule of law, it makes my job much easier. I will look after the economy and everything else. And today I want to appeal to my students, all of you, my children, we are trying our best for you. I appreciate the fact that you're coming out in support to the SRC and to the university for continuing in respect 3 years in a row. And we do the 4th one, 5th one, 6th one, 7th one, and onwards. It will be an annual calendar event. We respect the greatest opportunity you never lived. Always, now and into the future, will become remembrance of it. Greatest act of respect to Somare must be the act of respecting the laws of this country. Because if this country is better, and it is the country's law that we must give respect and respect of Somare. Thank you very much to everyone of you. Thank you for inviting me here. I'm looking forward to coming back on any other occasion. Hopefully, in another occasion for university, I'll come and give an address on every other matter. On this occasion, to remember Somare, I want to say thank you to each and every one of you for coming out. Follow this man in his life. He worked for the country and himself. David, he loved for the country and himself. In his time, I spoke to him. He said, you want to stay here and run projects in medical health and pass on various things. He was selfless, and that's always selfless in our country. May God bless each and every one of you. May God bless all of you. And God shall all bless Sir Michael Somare.